Hey everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the brand new patch notes and the new update that we got for The Sims 4 today. I don't know if this is actually going to go up on the 6th. This might go up on the 7th or something. So this update coincides with Hispanic Heritage Month, and the Sims team decided to do this update kind of surrounding Hispanic cultures around the globe to celebrate them. For those who don't know, here in America, Hispanic Heritage Month primarily refers to Latino Americans and not people from Spain. So I do apologize, because I did see some people on Twitter being like, Spain was not represented here. I'm like, yeah, that's not Hispanic Heritage Month, sorry. So for this new update though, they did decide to do a whole bunch of nice things. In my opinion, I actually really like a lot of stuff from what I've seen so far. We are getting a bunch of new foods that come from countries like Mexico, Argentina, Dominican Republic, and more. So that's exciting. We're getting a bunch of like backyard kind of colorful decorative pots, some murals, a new grill, some stuff that's really inspired by South American and Central American cultures. We are getting some new clothing items as well that, from what on the stream they talked about, are going to have some designs on it that are inspired by ancient Maya art. For those who don't know, if you're new to this channel or haven't seen a lot of my older videos, I, in my undergrad, very heavily studied a lot of ancient Mesoamerican, specifically ancient Maya art. I actually was even honored with the ability to go and present a paper I wrote on ancient Maya gender depictions, and that paper I was kind of making an argument for the depictions of third gender, something that we know existed in at least within the ancient Maya rituals spectrum. So I was kind of making an argument for it, and also the everyday kind of everyday sphere, if that makes sense. And I was using some images found at the cave of Na Tunish, which is this really great cave site with a lot of great Maya cave art, but I'm not going to get too much into that. So just know I was very excited for this update. It really coincides with a lot of my academic interests, as well as this update also was going to start the beginning of the skin update. So in December, we're going to get even bigger update where we're going to get over 100 new skin tones, as well as sliders, for those who don't know. And that way, if you find like the right skin tone, but maybe it's too dark or too light, you'll be able to play with the slider and be able to adjust the lightness and darkness. So we'll be able to really better represent everyone in The Sims 4 now. In The Sims 3, we had sliders. They were like basic swatches you could pick from, as well as the color wheel. I know a lot of people want the color wheel back. I'm excited to see if this is going to be good, because I personally I don't need a color wheel as long as these skin tones are good. But they went back and also to fix some of the, as they call them, the artifacts, some skin tones that were ashy and blotchy. These appeared a lot in the darker skin tones. So we're going to go in, we're going to look at those, as well as we got an update on 2 base game hairstyles. So we're going to go check those out. There's a bunch of other updates that I'm not going to go into. Some things like we got some updates for some issues that were coming in the game, like rocks disappearing or something, I don't know. But yeah, we got a lot of cool new updates. There was even a Dine Out update, which that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people say Dine Out doesn't still work for them, so, but yeah, we got a lot of cool fixes to the game. So let's jump in and take a look at some of this stuff. All right, so here we are in Create-a-Sim. I want to show off, so in the patch notes, there was a link to another page that went more into depth on the assets we are supposed to get. From what I can tell, these are the only new shirts or tops that we got, which I do think they're well made. I think they're very nice. This does look like some assets we already have in the game, I will be honest, but I do like the new, like these new swatches. And I know I'm one of those people where I don't really mind the reusing of certain assets as long as I feel like it's worth it. And I kind of do like this new bomber jacket kind of look with these new looks. And you see it has this kind of Maya inspired looking design there. I think on the live stream they may have referred to as Mayan. I'm not going to get too much into it, but it's more correct grammatically to say Maya. And then this shirt. So I do think these are well made. I do like them. I think they bring a lot more diversity to the game, which is nice. As well as I think these swatches are just kind of very fun and pretty. Like, I don't see myself using these every day, but you know, I definitely see a time and a place, especially for certain like families. What I do like too is they talked a little bit in the stream about the monarch butterfly and as it being a representation of immigration. So I do really like that. Let's fix your posture just a little so we can see that a little bit better. Love it. And then like this comes with all the same swatches, and I do really like the swatches. Let's look at the hairs and skin tones. Then I'll get into some things that were promised for Create-a-Sim that we didn't get. But yeah, we got this new hairstyle, or it's not new, it's a retext. So originally, this is one that was in the base game, and it was a lot worse. I do think they did a pretty good job. I do think they did a lot better. I don't think it's perfect. I think my number one issue is when you look, because this is like a smaller afro, when you look at afros, they're not typically like super solid like this. They kind of like have like little I don't want to say wispies, but let me just quickly jump into Google for a second. I jumped into Google quickly just so you can see what I'm trying to get at. But you see here, when you have an afro and a short one like this too, they're not usually like this uniform thing. Like you see they have like these kind of like edges going on. Even this one's definitely a little bit more of a fuller one, but you still see it has edges. So while I do think this is a huge improvement from what we had before, I still think the team could have done better. I do like this fade they've added. Like I'm not gonna lie, this is a huge improvement, but it could have been better. I think even if they had just changed up the shape a little up here, I don't know. It's just a little too, and this is the same issue I have with they haven't fixed this one yet. I hope in December they're going to fix this one. But you see this issue, it's just so, I don't know. This isn't an afro. I don't know what this is. And like I said, this one is a lot better, but it could have been better. So, and let's take a quick look at some skin tones before we get to the other hair. So this is the darkest skin tone, and from what I can see, a lot of the blotchiness in the pixelation is gone. We're going to detail mode, so we just look a little bit closer. There is still a little bit of blotchiness here, as you can see between at the top of the nose, right under the brow line. And I can't tell if maybe the hope was that it would look more like a shadow or if it's a blotch. I will say the blotchiness, like beforehand, the blotchiness in some of the skin tones literally like would be like this whole area here would just be one red blotch, or there'd be multiple blotches. So they definitely fixed that. The pixelation's a lot better. There used to be a lot of pixelation, especially around the mouth. But they've definitely fixed, and it looked a lot smoother. Like I said before, it used to be very blotchy. It used to be very pixelated. I am still a little, like, I mean, on one hand, yes, they did improve it, but why is it so blotchy here? And I've been seeing people on Twitter saying they feel like they weren't fixed at all. I do think it's a little dishonest to say it wasn't improved. With that said, though, I do think we should hold them to a higher level of, just to a higher level in general, just because we know for a fact that they can do better than this. And I don't know if this is just an issue with this artifact down to its core. Like, this is just something that can't be fixed, and when we get all the newer skin tones, we won't even think about using this one. I don't know. If we look at some other ones, once again, you see this one's a little even worse. Like, it goes a little even further down the nose, but once again, it's still better than it was before. This one also has some around the mouth and nose, like lower. I don't know how well you can see this. When I posted my last video about this, I don't think they were super visible, but if you can see right around here, it's a lot darker, and it doesn't necessarily feel like a shadow as much as a weird blotch. Once again, around here you see some as well. So I don't know what that's, but I will say I'm glad that the darkest skin tone is usable now, because beforehand it wasn't. But this is still and it does seem they fixed some of the ashiness, but it's still fairly, like, it could have been better. They did not do this skin tone justice. Okay, this one's a little kind of the same way, in the sense that we still have this blotchy artifact right here in the middle, and once again down by the mouth. Interesting. This one's a little bit better. You don't really see the blotchiness. There's a little bit right here in the corner, but once again, I think that could maybe be a shadow and maybe not necessarily blotch, but you definitely see it's a lot better here in the nose. But once again, around the upper lip here is a lot, almost like pinker. Interesting. Even there's a blotch on the lip. Ooh, when I highlight it, you see how bad that, ooh. Okay. This one's fine. This one's still a little ashy, but I think you can get away with this. I've definitely, not all of us go out in the sun and we look a little ashy after a few months. This is the quarantine look. Right off, just from a general quick look, this one doesn't seem to have any blotches or pixelations, so that's good. I also don't know if they even if that's one they fixed. This one has the upper lip problem again. Do you see that? It's just like a slight, like, it's not even so much a blotch as it's like a slightly off color wise. Don't know what that's about. But the nose doesn't have the same issues. This actually feels more like a shadow that's being cast by the brow, more than just like a blotch. And stuff. Like, in that first one I showed where it's like, I can't tell if this is supposed to be a shadow or a blotch. This one feels more like a shadow. Maybe it's because it's closer to come in some of these more deeper shadows. But I don't know. This one's fine. Once again, around the mouth. Also, I don't know if that's just because I'm looking like for the issues, but this whole skin tone also, this is, sir, you need to get some sun. Look who's talking. I don't think these are the ones they fixed though. But yeah, like I said, I do think this is an improvement from what we had. But then, yeah, some of these like this, ooh, decent. All I have to say is when we get the updated skin tones in December, I hope it's not like this. Let's quickly just switch over to this sim. And yeah, we have this new look. I actually do really like this. I think they really nailed it. I do think it has maybe just a little too much volume on the top, but I think that's fine. I'm not like offended by it. I'm not like, ooh, why would they do that? And this is something I've noticed they've been doing a lot more, where they actually leave like space for like light to come through, and it actually helps it feel a little more realistic. But yeah, no, this is really well done. Nice, I really like that. Oh, it looks so good. This is one of those times where I do wish we had the ability, like in The Sims 3, where we could edit certain parts of the hair. Because this would be cool if I could give her, I don't know, like this red or something, and then give her maybe some black baby hairs for it to be like, oh yeah, this is, girl, her roots are coming in, girl. But no, this is really nice. This is really good. Now, something I did want to talk about is in the patch notes, that link that it led to said we were getting some other things like a Panama hat. We have some things that look like Panama hats in the base game already, so maybe we did get it and I'm just being stupid, but I don't think we got it. Like, this might be it, but did we have this before? I'm not sure. So, as well as we are supposed to get a huapil, which is a traditional Maya woven garment. And at first I looked under shirts and I didn't see it, so I switched to full body and I still don't see it. So let me know if any of you see it and I'm just being crazy, but I don't think they added the Panama hat or the huapil. Just saying. I just don't see them. And I'll put some pictures up here of like huapils also, just in case you're like, I don't know what that is. All right, so I'm trying to find all of the objects. I think these are them. It's not like when you get a new pack and you get like all the new items at the top. I wish they would do that for updates too. But we have these new murals that are very pretty. This also came at such a good time. I'm currently working on my rebuilding of El Salvadorado. Or is it just Salvadorado, my bad. I keep thinking of something else. But you have Salvadorado that came with Jungle Adventure. And I do think I can definitely get some use out of these. As well as we did get this table. I love this table. It comes in all these fun different swatches. So if you want some plain. But look. Oh. I love those swatches. So nice. And we get some matching ones for the chairs. So, ooh. I'm definitely going to get a lot of use, I think, out of these. Ooh, that red. I like that. We have this new grill. This is a chimina. Is that how you pronounce it? Essentially, it's originally comes out of Mexico from the 1600s. Often it was used for bread. So I definitely love this. As well as we got a bunch of new food options with these. Food coming from South and Central America. So I do love that. Here we have this new pot. And I love this. So many nice swatches here. It's just nice. Super usable. Now this is the piece I love this. I don't know where I'm going to use this, but I will find a use. Wow. I think they did a good job on this one. Just like, look at that. Look at her go. So beautiful. Oof. Oh, I love the... It really feels like that blue is painted on top of a wood there. That is so nice. Awesome. Can we switch into... Come here, people. Let's look. Oh, yeah, can you give me grilling options? Yeah, here's some new options we got. We got grilled plantains. We've always had grilled fruit. We have a chimney, which I think that's new. We have the chicken chimichurri skewers, which is new. And we got a few other ones. The Palo alla Sprasa. I took Latin, so I do apologize for my butchering. Pinchos, those are new. Yeah, we just got some nice, fun new options. And this chair, I love this chair. Just go sit. Go make me happy by sitting. We have this. Oh, can you not go view? How rude. Why are you upset? Oh, did I give you a stupid trait? Whatever. You're not going to exist much longer. I don't know. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this update. I hope they patch in the appeal at a later date. And I'm going to leave a link down to the patch notes so you can see everything that's been fixed. Because they did fix quite a bit. And some things, once again, I was like, I didn't know that was an issue. So, anyways, till next time, I wish you well. Let me know down below what you thought of this video, what you think of this update. Let me know if you're in the same boat as me where you're like, okay, you definitely updated them. Wish you had really gone for it though. I mean, I just think my issues, it just looks like they could have, I know they can do better. So the fact that they didn't just kind of bothers me. Anyways, I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe. Make sure to wear your mask and social distance. And, so, I look gross. I just looked, I don't look good right now. Anyways, I'm gonna leave.